So as you can see here, this video that I created on October 5th, 2017 says there's an age restriction. It says 18 plus only. So it was around early this year or a few months ago, I received an email saying that my one of my videos are inappropriate and that I must do some sort of appeal for one of my videos. And at the time, I was so busy with my college assignments. I'm not only seeing this video getting reported, I'm seeing other videos getting reported. And I said to myself, I don't have time to keep up with this. All right, I had to hide my videos from the viewers and also YouTube until I figure out a solution. I had to make changes to my videos, or you could say update them, because something's not right here. The one time I have all these exams and all these assignments like essays and a lot of reading, it's where I get an email from YouTube saying that one of my videos are inappropriate, and I'm trying to figure out if I should actually delete the video or hide my channel. So I just took the option of hiding my channel. So as you can see here, it says that I have to make an appeal, and as you see the appeal, it says our team means that someone from one of the it means that an employee had reviewed my video. Our team has reviewed your content and we don't think it is in line with our guidelines. What? All I was talking about on this video is how people on the internet speak to me. They speak like they know me. They speak like they have enough information about me to make such a response. Or you can call it acquainted. They speak as if they're acquainted with me. This is how people speak to me. Get used to it, right? This is how they talk, or they're willing to say these. See, I am pretty sure nobody understands the stuff you are talking about. I talk about, yeah. I try giving an explanation about my experiences to people. I try learning about my experiences, and I'm starting to get an idea from my experience. Learn that there's a multi-agent quantum AI computer that can reprogram people to behave a certain way towards me. And as you can see here, there's this stranger who never private messaged me, who rather takes this conversation on a public thread to expose that my post is irrelevant, or that I'm talking, you know, that I'm using, that I have some sort of a conspiracy belief, right? Because I'm talking about NSA when I just when I just got when I'm the one who created the idea based off of my situation, that there must be programmers knowing how there's a multi-agent quantum AI computer managing humanity 24/7. How is it that I'm always put in the same situation since I was a child, where I'm where I'm made to look like I did something to someone, where where it makes me look like I can't explain anything to people, where I'm put in special ed program, speech program, where I got left back twice in school, and I've been put in this room with other children who've pretty much been diagnosed as having learning disability or speech problems. Why is this happening to me? I see that the special ed teachers, treat me different than the other children in special ed. And I see that after I graduated high school, I was in a situation where I had my father and his girlfriend calling the cops on me, right? Why would I call the cops on a person who's pretty much doing good in school, right? And pretty much taking care of themselves. What is going on here? Why am I being accused of having a knife more than one time? Why is it that I try talking to people on the internet, they attack me, and they tell me that there's something wrong with my grammar. So when I talk about multi-agent quantum AI computers, and I talk about software engineers, this is where people on the line becomes really strange. So it a few months ago? Yeah, it was a few months ago. Someone on YouTube had they replied to one of my response, and they said that yeah, that when people tells someone the truth, that they act weird, that people act weird, something strange happens to them. But anyway, I give the context to people that when I started talking about my ideas and my experiences online, I start having words telling me about what I said on the internet. So I had to be careful on how I talk to people, knowing that I don't really have that much interaction with people since I'm used to being alone. Really, what I mean is alone is that I don't have enough people to interact with. I have to read books and try to solve the situation on my own. What is happening? Why people treat me this way? Why why am I in the same situation where I I I put in for a whole bunch of jobs and I get ignored? Why I'm in a situation where my mom said something to me within a few seconds, and then she said she said to me that she never said that to me. Why is it that my sister would give me context about what I write on the internet when I never gave her an explanation about what I said on the internet, nor I never gave her any context about what I do on the internet. So why is she giving me context about what I do on the internet? Why is it that my sister is using a word that I would use on the internet? I remember I was given an explanation to a person online about how I'm more prone to being put in a situation when I'm living in a city than I was living in a small suburban town in Florida, right? That regardless of how regardless of how many times I tried changing my way of thinking or keeping track of the situation, I'm still put in the same situation. And the people who are around me try to make me think that I'm disinterested in working or there's something wrong with me, right? Mentally, that's what they're thinking. Like I live during the time I was living in a shelter, I would have my sister tell me exactly what I'm doing on the internet when I never told her what I'm doing on the internet, and she would tell me exactly what I'm listening to. Like for instance, I can listen to a genre. So this could be Japanese songs, Japanese pop song. She would give me context about it, or this could be a Street Fighter song. She would give me context about it. So this is one of the reasons why I would just put this out there, that there's an artificial intelligence managing humanity. So the only entity that you can actually see here is an AI computer, and the only people who are really knowledgeable about the AI managing humanity are the programmers, the people who are pretty much in charge of security. I'm talking about how there's people, not just programmers, regular people. You can call them, civilians. There's people who knows what this place is. So people try to deny it. So I have to give an, I don't need to even explain it. I can show people the technology and how it works, right? Knowing that this place is digital, and the people seem to not have a mind to come to realization that this place is digital. I can just prove that. But the people online seem to make it complicated, or they seem to be confused. They seem to be mentally confused on their own way of thinking. and the AI seems to provoke them when I say a certain word, and they become fixated on my response. So that's one of the reasons why I created a video called "Follow Ups Penetrate Inner Thoughts and Purchase Ideas Never Created." They're trying to say something to me, not just them being provoked. Also, I'm also being provoked because I'm seeing that they're saying something that pretty much doesn't make any sense. They're trying to change the way I think about how I wrote the idea. They're trying to say that that there's no people involved and it's just you having some sort of a belief. They call it conspiracy belief. It means that there's other people. Conspiracy belief means that there's other people out there who's thinking the same as you. That these group of people that are plotting to take over the world. I'm not even thinking that way because I can use examples how the citizens are not really self aware of what they do. They're not aware of their actions and their own environment, and that there's someone else, like a multi-agent quantum AI computers, who keeps track of what they do. The AI is aware before the human. That's what I'm showing people, and it takes a lot. It takes a lot of energy and time to sit down and explain these situations to people. So this is why I have time to talk about. See, this is why I have the time to speak and put out my information out there. It takes a lot of energy, and I'm very tired. A person like me in this environment is it's really difficult to keep up with the content. Not easy, especially living in a big city like New York City. So this is what I wanted to show people. So this is it for this video.